right, thanks for joining us today. We got a couple special guests in the house today, all the way from Omaha. We have Dylan and Heather from Mutual of Omaha. What's up, guys?
Hey, Mike, how are you doing?
Awesome. How are you?
We're doing really well. Thanks for having us out.
Yes. You're going to let Heather talk this time, right?
I've been instructed that I need to let Heather talk a little bit.
I suppose.
Yes.
I might have some pretty cool things to say.
I think so, too, just based off of the little teaser y'all gave me already. So
We're excited.
we're coming off of a month or two out of convention. You guys are both there, right?
Absolutely.
You've been to, I would say, pretty close to all of ours, right?
There was maybe a gap of a couple of years where I wasn't on the account, but I was there at the very beginning, and I've been there the last 3 years.
How did you feel about this past one?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was such a good vibe. Maybe for me, the most impressive speaking panel of all the. I mean, you guys have gotten a lot of great talent before,
right.
so maybe that's not fair, but I was pumped.
Yeah.
Seeing everybody there that you guys had on stage was pretty incredible, and they all had great stories. They all did a really good job. I was definitely very impressed with all of that. So and just the ease of access. I think everybody was just loving it.
Right. You guys were there early for the meet and greet,
right?
Which we had a ton of people, and you know what was crazy to me was the amount of new people. Like, I don't know about you, but I didn't recognize most people, and normally it's the opposite, right? How was that? I mean, because you were one of the carriers that participated in the sponsorship level that allowed you to be at the carrier meet and greet. How was that?
It was great. The participation, not every year, you never know what you're going to get, right? Because it's early. Not everybody has the ability to get there early. So, you just, you roll the dice and you take what you get. But it was incredible. There were so many people there. We tried to entice some people to come to the booth, and we sent out some teasers to get that activity going, and we loved the response. It was absolutely great.
We need some animals next year, Dylan.
All right.
That will get people to the booth. I'm just saying. We did it one year. Well, you guys did it one year.
Do we have the venue?
Same venue.
It's going to be the same venue?
Same place.
That's in stone? All right. Deal. We'll start
so we'll
figuring
work
that.
on it. That's why you guys came out. We talking about animals.
Right
I mean, all this other stuff you're talking about is great, but the animals there are going to be huge.
Fair enough.
This was your first event with us, Heather, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel leaving that event?
I felt so invigorated after leaving that, getting to hear everybody talk and just to meet everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I've made some great connections just from, the beginning of February to now from, the people that I met. Like, it was a very incredible event.
Yeah.
I look forward to going to many more.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys helping out in the way that you did. I'm sure you're seeing volume uptick from them, since then, which we always do.
Yeah.
But you have some cool stuff to talk about, both of you guys. So I'm going to turn this over to you, Dylan. I know we got some bonus updates, some new kind of product highlights, and some secret stuff. So I'll let you dish out all the fun.
Well, I think just to start off the discussion here, we really do want to reinforce the kind of a incredible positioning of our IUL Express product. It's just a product that we really believe in. And then, as we've seen some sort of, competitive folks come out there and try and compare with this new product, it's been kind of fun for us because it's helped us be able to show people, see that this really is a great product, and here's why. So we do just kind of want to go over some cool things to reinforce why that IUL Express product is so amazing.
Sure.
And what kind of helps it stand apart as you start to see more of these competitors come out with kind of Me Too products.
Yeah.
Yeah, like our IUL Express product, it really is still the industry-leading IUL Express product when your clients want the ease and simplified underwriting process.
Yeah.
It also gives them a return on their premium, which is incredible. And we can do that through our low cost structure that we have. And the best thing about that is that means more of your client's money is going into their accumulation value, which everybody loves that.
Right.
We've got a great plethora of living benefits that are already built into that. And we're giving you realistic crediting strategies that they're built for the volatility of the market. So it's built to weather the storm, the fluctuations, to ensure that their money is, working for them, that they're putting into that. So there's a lot of great things built into that IUL Express. Dylan, did I miss anything?
No, I think you did a great job. So we would encourage you and all the agents, look at the cost of insurance, look at the fees, look at the charges inside those products, because not all of those products are created equal. And we feel like we did a really good job of, everything that we're trying to do with our product is to let the client have the best opportunity to have some growth in that product and really make it. We wanted to be a permanent life insurance product, especially when we built the Easy Solve for IUL Express. everything behind that, the idea was, we just want to make something simple that gives the client plenty of upside opportunity, but also something that they can be confident in, that like there's not going to be any hiccups or surprises in that product along the way, right? And so keeping those fees and that cost of insurance as low as possible is really the key to ensuring that product works the way that your client expects it to. Because in 20 years, 25 years, you don't want that client knocking on your door and saying, what the heck?
Exactly.
This is not what I thought it was supposed to be.
Right. You must have loved all the IUL emphasis at the convention, which is new for, we've been kind of shifting in that, way for the past year or so, but now, if we looked at our business, we're probably getting to the point where over half of it's IUL, and there's, it's funny, as I talked to some people coming out of the event, and there's agents that have been here for a while, and we know people aren't, they're resistant to change a lot of times, and there's a lot of misconceptions about IULs. I hear that, where they're very hard to get issued and they take so long, but the IULE is essentially the same like if you've written Term Life Express, you could write IULE.
Absolutely.
Same from an underwriting standpoint.
The approval rating, 70-80% of the time you're going to get an instant decision from us on our electronic application. And even if you do get the occasional application that gets referred to underwriting, it's a very high possibility that we're able to take a look at whatever caused that referral to happen, if it's like a dual-use medication or whatever what's happening behind the scenes there. But we can approve those a lot even when they get referred. So very, very good opportunity of getting those products approved and within a couple of business days with us. So in my mind, it still is the most competitive simplified issue IUL on the market. There's nothing else that compares to it.
Absolutely. You know what agents like too, Dylan, are incentives, right? So I know you have some. There's also one that you guys have helped sponsored. We have a cruise. It's coming in July, I believe, and your Mutual of Omaha premium counts 100% towards the cruise. So write your IULEs. You'll get a bonus from FFL. You can earn a trip on the cruise, and you guys also have some bonuses, right? How does the bonus work? How does the bonus work for Mutual?
We call it the 4 Quarters Club.
Okay,
it's a quarterly bonus. So I'm paying it out every 3 months, and based on your production every 3 months, if you hit 25,000 or more, I'm going to pay a 10% bonus directly to the agent on top of anything they already issued. So it's a 10% raise if you were at 25,000 or more. We've got 6 products that can qualify for that bonus. I don't know of any other bonus that has that many products that can earn you the opportunity to get a 10% pay raise. So we sort of have that philosophy of we want to be the one-stop shop for agents. Like if they learn Mutual of Omaha, if you've got a brand new agent and they learn our systems, learn our processes, take a look at those products, like you really can, have a sale no matter what the opportunity is, no matter what the client situation is, and that's kind of what we want. We want to be able to have something for everybody, no matter what stage of life they're in or whatever conditions and concerns they might have health-wise. So we're trying to make sure that we have something for everybody in that way. So it makes it that much easier to get the bonus because you can do term, you can do IUL, you can do living promise, final expense. You've got a children's whole life. We've got guaranteed accidental death. I've got a critical illness policy that's simplified issue and counts towards that bonus. So we've got a ton of stuff that you can do that in. Now, I have heard that people do love that bonus. They like the opportunity to have, especially with IUL Express, with the popularity of that product taking off within the last year and a half. But the placement can be a concern. It's kind of hard to hit the quality measurement where we have 70% placement and 70% 13-month persistency that's required for that. We are working on that right now because we've heard this from the field, right?
Yeah.
Like I understand that. I took that to heart. We're working on making it easier to improve your placement with us.
Okay.
And so by doing that, the idea is that we are going to have a pre-qualification built into our electronic application.
Okay.
So as soon as that client signs that first bit, gets the HIP in, we're going to run a pharmaceutical check and a medical diagnosis check. And if that client qualifies, we're going to let you know up front. We're going to say this client has a favorable opportunity to qualify for the product.
Got it.
Do you want to move forward? And then same thing, if they comes back and it looks like it's not going to be a good favorable opportunity, we'll let them know this looks unfavorable.
Yeah.
Do you want to move forward? Hopefully most agents will take the hint and be like, I don't want to move forward.
It's like you're doing the work in advance and kind of like wink, wink, hey, don't send this one in.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to tell them they can't, but obviously if you do, it's going to be declined.
Precisely.
And it won't. Now, if you get this notification, this pre-qual, like you're sitting down with me, you go through the pre-qual and I'm not qualified, that does not count against your placement.
Doesn't count against your placement.
Unless you submit
right?
it.
So every single one of those where you submitted it and it was a decline for, medical, pharmaceuticals, whatever the case may be, those are all going to the wayside. So you should never have to worry about those again. But my sense is when I've gone in and I've kind of looked at the data, I think everybody's going to get a boost.
Yeah.
And, getting that 70% placement number is going to be a whole heck of a lot easier.
Absolutely. I mean, you think about it, now there can be some instances where it says go ahead and proceed, and then maybe there's some additional underwriting that would decline them, right?
It's possible.
Yeah. What percent? I mean, we talking 10%?
I don't even know the data on that just yet. Like we're still working out
I like
all
to put
that
people
out.
on the spot.
But
That's how we do it here. So Dylan said you'll have 100% placement if you just. No, I'm just kidding.
So we don't have that math quite figured out, but I really am confident that when we've looked at it, 10-15% bump is not going to be unheard of for a lot of folks out there.
Right.
So if you're skating on that, very close to it, because a lot of folks are right at that 65, between 65 and 70.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that crush me because they're so close.
Right.
Their persistency is great. They're sending in lots of business. So we really wanted to find a way to get those people to qualify too. And so I think this is going to do it.
That's great. When does that start?
We're hoping to have that rolled out by the second quarter. So end of second quarter is probably where we're aiming at right now.
Got it. Cool.
So this year, it's imminent. The project is working right now.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of us testing it and getting all of our ducks in a row to roll it out.
Love it. Great stuff. Well, this is awesome, dude. Good news. Anything else?
No, we're just excited for this year to keep rocking and rolling. The first quarter was absolutely incredible. We get that bump right after conference. Mm-hmm. So, February was a really good February for us, and we just March 2, and we're only one day into April, but we're on pace to have a record month if things keep up, because it was a big Monday. So keep it up. Thank you guys so much for all the business. We absolutely just love everything you guys do, and the success you've had is just it's marvelous. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you guys being there every step of the way. I have to ask, as I always do, who is the #1 independent distributor with Mutual of Omaha right now?
God, that's funny. You should ask that.
Tough question.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Heather?
You guys need to call and check? Or?
Oh, no, it's Family First
Okay,
Life.
you do have the data on that. Okay, perfect. That data we have.
That math is easy, actually.
Oh, yeah, the math is mathing. So, but I seriously appreciate everything you guys do for us. And, playing a big part in the convention again for next year and the cruise. So, it's we have tons of carriers. We have a few that are really good partners. You guys are one of them. So we appreciate you guys doing what you do for us. And like you said, listening. It's like, and we know it's a big company. It doesn't happen overnight. I like to say that some of these companies move like pond water. If you've ever seen a pond, they don't move that much.
Right.
But when they do get moving, man, we get rolling, and a lot of good things are happening. And I love that you always kind of have your ear to the agent for us, because it's like, when we started this company, that was kind of Sean's, not kind of, was his motto, is, if it's best for the client, if it's best for the agent and the company in that order, then it's a good decision.
It works out that way. It does.
And I think you guys kind of follow that thought process, a lot of these things. Like even the placement thing, that's best for the client, right? Because we want to get them, we want to submit an application that they're good chance of getting approved, right? Yeah. Good for the agent because they get paid, good for the company because now we protected a family and everyone gets paid, So again, thank both you guys, and thanks for letting Heather talk a little bit this time, Dylan.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. We appreciate you guys checking us out. Go write some Mutual of Omaha. IULs are big. Qualify for the cruise. Get a bonus. And what's cool is like you get these kind of additional treats, if you will, just for doing your job. Like you're a life insurance agent. You're here to sell life insurance. Right. Sell enough of it with this carrier, you'll get a bonus.
You were going to work hard and do the work anyway.
Right. And then we have a producer bonus that, so if you help over 20 families in a month, Dylan, you start qualifying for a producer bonus.
That's awesome.
From us. We also added lead credit to that. So, you're getting bonused while you're getting bonused while you're getting bonused, So, good place to be, I guess.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks again, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.